Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Wanda here this morning, ready with today's tarot. How are you all? I'm just waiting for some of you to jump on. I've had quite a few revelations the last few days that I'd love to share with you. Hi, Trina, how are you? I'm going to start shuffling the cards because I'm on a bit of a time zone, this thing. If I haven't said welcome already, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who are watching the replay, if you type in hashtag replay, then I'll know that you've seen it. And also you will see in the comments section of this video that I have got a few links that very often you ask me for, and that is now the link to my YouTube channel where I post everything into there, and it's called Wanda's Wisdom. And there's also the Ho'oponopono prayer link for you there, and also how to contact me for private readings if you want them. Welcome, everybody. How are you this morning? How are you? I'm just about to throw out a card. Now, while I'm doing that and while I'm talking, a lot of people ask me, and when I'm talking to people, they say, oh, I don't feel like it. I felt like that. What about you? If you felt like you don't feel like it, and yet you know that you've got to do things. And what is that I don't feel like it all about? Well, the I don't feel like it very often is you being stuck in your mind, because you're never going to feel like it. And especially if you're wanting change, especially if you're wanting to change a relationship, or if you want to change a job, or you're not happy with your circumstances right now, you need to feel like it. You need to have that energy. You need to be able to know that whenever you're going down the road of I don't feel like it, then that actually means that you are stuck in your head. And you know, your thinking, believe it or not, is a pattern. It's a pattern like a record. You know, those of you who are in my era, and you know about those, you know, black records that my mum and dad and I used to buy when I was a teenager, and it goes around and around and around, and that is the loop inside your thinking mind, and that stops you from doing what you want to do. Now, the thinking mind is there the thinking mind has two functions: to keep you safe. And to keep you safe, that thinking mind also keeps you inside the herd. It's like following the cow's ass in front of you. So if you follow the cow's ass in front of you every moment, every day, you're not going to get anywhere in life, because you're not going to feel like it. Because moving out of that line of the cow line, walking, following, you're not going to find what you want. You're not going to be able to make those changes that you desire in your life, because you're too busy following the cow in front of you. And I'm not being rude when I say cow. I mean, cows walk one behind the other. You know, they do that instinctively. It is the herd mentality. It is the mentality that keeps you stuck. And if you look at people who've made success, they've stepped out of the square. They've stepped out of the box. And that's what you have to do. When you know you want something and you go, oh, not right now, I'm not ready. That's another form of I don't feel like it. I'm not ready. I haven't got the resources. You are going to stay stuck like that until you make that shift, or until you make that decision. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to make a decision because they're too scared they're making the wrong decision. And what is the wrong decision? What is that? Because if we're the creators of our own reality, we can recreate what we want. So it doesn't make sense. It's not a one-off target thing that we think, oh, you missed that opportunity. And that doesn't exist. It's all BS. It really is. And once you get your head around that, you'll be fine. So what do you do when you don't feel like it? Esther Hicks talks about finding the next best feeling that sort of up-levels you a little bit, right? You can do it that way. Whenever I say I don't feel like it, I say to myself, there's no such thing as I don't feel like it. Get in there and do it. Or do you need time out for you? Because up here And down in your soul, when your soul talks to you, it's a different feeling. It's a different sense. It's a different voice that you hear. It's not a critical voice. It's a gentle, loving voice. And it tells you little things. And are you listening to that? Okay, so ready to start. Yesterday we had the wish card. Wow. Oh, by the way, I nearly forgot to tell you, I've got no more spaces left in my March thing, but if those of you who do want a reading, there's an hour reading where we can nut out exactly where you're stuck. So in April, I've got a special reading offer. And so therefore, those of you who really would like a reading, and it's more than just a reading, we actually talk. I listen to what you have to say, and I talk you through the next best step. Now, whether you do that or not is not my problem, to be honest, but I'm hoping that will inspire you to take the next action step in your life and to keep going bit by bit. So it's more than just a reading where I throw the cards around. I really listen to what you have to say. I get and I hear where you're coming from, and so then I listen with my soul, and I talk from my soul to your soul, and that's how it works. So when you're ready for that, if you feel like it, I'm available. And today's card is, let's have a look. Oh my gosh, I love this card. It is the Four of Cups. And of course, we know by now that the cups are all about feelings. They're about the emotions. And here you have this guy, he's wearing the red, he's sitting there and he's thinking. And he's looking at the fallen cups in front of him. And the Four of Cups is thinking about what you don't have and not looking at behind you to see what you do have. Now, that means gratitude. That means I'm sliding down. I've got my apron stuck and I'm sort of sliding down the chair, and I can see my head going all the way down the computer. So sorry, guys, if I'm wiggling around a little bit. Okay, so the Four of Cups is about letting your emotions thinking about the past. And it's thinking about what you don't have and what you want. And when you're in that space of, oh, I don't have this, and I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't have a girlfriend, and I don't have the money I want, and I wish I could be those people who own that yacht, or whatever it is, I wish I had children, or whatever it is, start with gratitude and look to see what you have behind you, and look to see the gifts that you have within yourself. That is important. You know, we are very trigger oriented, especially with our thinking. And so therefore, because of that trigger, it can take us down a dark road when we don't want to. And so when you find yourself wallowing about, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that, or I wish this would come, or I wish that would come, and it's always in the timing of when you are ready. So whenever you create something, you put in your McDonald's order, it's actually waiting for you, but you've got to energetically catch up to receive it. And that's what it's all about. It's a tricky thing. It's not hard. It's simple in spoken words, but it's hard for us. We feel that it's hard, and how do I get there? And we want to do it fast, but basically we have to let go. We have to let go of that, because letting go stops the mind from going, oh, this, you know, inside your head, and then following the cow's ass in front of you. So step out of the line and do something different. Do something that you haven't done before for a long time. Get out of your routine. A lot of people want routine in their life. And why do they want it? Because it makes them feel secure. And you can feel secure at any minute when you choose it. Does that make sense? So today's card's very much about that. So if anything comes up today that sends you down a road of, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I can't do this, I'm not techie, I'll never achieve it, look to see what you have achieved. Look to see what you have right now. Look at your life in retrospect and think, God, something got me here already. I mustn't be as bad as I think at this moment. And I hope that helps you today. Now, who am I going to read for? Let's do that today. Okay. Okay. And we have, I hope you're still on, and I hope I've read it properly. Umar. Is it Umar Ahmed? I'm going to read for you, lovey, and I'm assuming that you're a male gender. So I hope I haven't got that wrong. I've done it a few times when people are women and they've got their husband's Facebook account that's coming up as their husband's name, and I'm thinking I'm reading for a guy. So Uma, this is all for you today, and we all know that Uma's card will also shed some light on us. And good morning to all the gentlemen that have hopped on. It's really great to see you guys hopping on. You know, you guys have had it tough in the world, really, you know, but you have an opportunity to change it. We all do. We have an opportunity every minute to change ourselves and become the best version of ourselves if we choose. All right, so here we are. Oh, hi, Michelle. Welcome. I'm new on here. Welcome. How did you find me? Or did someone recommend? I love seeing new names. Okay, so here we are. Today's card for Uma is, wow, the angel guides of the inner child. Now, I don't know what's happening in your life right now, Uma, but this is to remind you that life is beautiful and that you are here on a special mission, and that if you're wanting, if you are married and you are wanting a child in your life, not married, but if you're in a partnership, I should say, that's what I wanted to say, because married doesn't mean anything these days. If you are in a partnership, Uma, and you have been wanting to conceive a child with your partner, this is a possibility right now. Number 2, have compassion for the inner you that's not healed, that inner child that's still struggling. Have compassion for yourself, all right, at every moment. And don't forget, laughter is the best thing. So if you're feeling down in a rut, go and have a massage, or go and visit a friend that makes you laugh, and connect with that person and have a bit of a laugh and forget your troubles for now, or go and see a really good movie. Yes, it's been a very stressful time, and I'm seeing a lot of you saying to me that you've been stressed, and you know what, I'll tell you why. Number 1, it's us, and number 2, it's the energies right now. Okay, so what we've got now, we've got the full moon coming up, and the full moon, I can't even remember where the full moon is, but whenever the full moon is there, it's the time of endings and changes. And they could be like little changes in whatever you're doing. All right, number 2, we have got the planet Uranus, that is the planet of progression and forward thinking and high level technology and transformation. And here we have this, it's in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is very traditional. Taurus doesn't like getting shaken up it likes following the cow's ass, basically. I'm not saying that tradition is bad. What I'm saying is that tradition can sometimes be a stop. And so when you've got a progressive planet in a traditional astrological sign, it's going to cause a lot of shifts. And so if you've been feeling stressed more than normal, if you feel you can't put up with things like you've had, I know I've had that in my life, there's just things I just won't tolerate anymore, you know, and that is that new energy coming in. And you must listen to your soul, you know, rather than going off the deep end like I've been going off the deep end, you know, rather than doing that, just listen to your soul energy and follow that. Whether it's the right decision, the wrong decision, the whatever decision, you must go with that. See, us as human beings, we like to keep things, we like to do things when we know we have certainty. And we're moving now into absolute uncertainty. And you have to learn to make decisions based on uncertainty. And how do you get certainty? People say to me, how do I get certain, Wanda? Listen to your soul energy. Get out of your mind, get into your body, and listen to your soul. That is the only way to live your life now. Absolutely, live with your soul. Listen to your soul. That is the first port of call. Not up here. Up here we've got the monkey forest, and up here we've got the cow line, one after the other into the dairy farm. All right? Here resides the soul. Here resides all truth. So, Amar, look for your messages within yourself. Exactly what I'm talking about. Look for the messages within yourself. And how do you do that? Find a spot and sit quietly on your own. That's how you do that. Meditation. I always talk about that. Meditation's powerful. So here today, guys, we've got, if something negative happens to you today and it takes you down the path, all right, have compassion, have love for yourself, go and have a massage, go find someone to talk to, shift that energy by deliberately changing that. Because you can. It doesn't mean that suddenly you've got to be ha 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 ha. No, go for a walk. Change your routine. Changing your routine will change your energy straight away. If you're in front of the computer, you've got to do stuff to do, get up and do something else. Hop in the car and go buy yourself a cup of coffee, or just go for a little drive. Change the energy. Change the energy physically, and that will change your thinking. And that's my message for you today. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not sinking all the way down into the chair. If you want to participate in my April offer, please personal message me and I will send you some information about that offer, and then you can take it up or not. In the meantime, everybody, as always, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and take these cards into your day with the thought that, well, I've been forewarned and forearmed, and I know what I need to do if I get stuck. Okay, so have a beautiful day, everybody, and I will see you again tomorrow. Another day for a fresh beginning. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Bye.